Hot today, so we're just gonna have to deal with all of this business. Hi everybody, welcome back to Candy Jack's Toy Box. Today we're going to be talking about one of the Spawn figures from the movie line. I have quite an interesting history with Spawn action figures, to be honest, because first off, I am a Spawn fan. I'm not like a huge comic book fanatic, but Spawn is one of the comic books that I like to make an effort to kind of keep up with, or not really keep up with, but because I'm like super behind if you want to be technical about it. So like, okay, I got like some of these like volumes which have, this starts off with like issue 1 and so on and so forth. But in terms of the action figures, I remember when I first kind of discovered them, and there's a huge, this is like maybe 2004-ish, I was very young. There's a huge lot of Spawn action figures on eBay, and my mother basically gave me the option for my birthday. We can get you this huge lot of Spawn action figures, which was like, I think like maybe $600, or we can rent out a hotel room and you and your friends can hang out. I chose the action figures. At the time it was cool because it's like I just get home from school one day and there's a giant box taller than me. But in retrospect, I kind of wish I just hung out with my friends. I guess now I appreciate things like that more. I kind of feel like I grew up in an environment where we valued material things a little bit too much and didn't value human connection enough. So whatever, I had a ton of Spawn figures and I continued to get more after that huge lot. It got a little carried away, and eventually I got rid of all of them. I kind of stayed Spawn figure free for a while, and then like probably early 2020, that's the before time by the way, I started getting back into collecting them. It's a lot more restrained this time around. There's no rush to get it. I'm just collecting them because it's fun to like go to a flea market, look around, see what I can find, instead of just like, I gotta get all this stuff at once. That's not really a healthy way to do collecting, I don't think. I figured it's important to fill this video up with lots of random backstory because the toy I'm looking at isn't that complex, I guess. I mean, it's worth a review, but I was initially gonna keep this toy in the box and hang it up with the others, but then I kind of thought, this is part of the movie line. Let's just stick to collecting the comic book stuff. Let's not get into the movie stuff because you have to set restraints when you're a collector, or at least when you're me and you're a collector, because it gets like carried away fast. I'm pretty sure around like 2012, 2013, I was teetering into hoarding territory. Like I'm not quite there, but it was looking like it. I had so much crap of all sorts. Like anything that mildly interests me, oh, I have to get all the stuff. That's enough talk. Let's look at this frickin' thing. Alright, here's the close-up view of the Spawn Alley playset from 1997. Yep. Interesting thing about this is the second Spawn toy-related thing to be titled the Spawn Alley playset. When the figures associated with the comic book came out first, there was a pretty huge playset called the Spawn Alley playset. It was a little more intricate than this one. There's a lot of tiny pieces here. I'm just gonna take these off so it's not a nightmare. So this playset comes with some very kind of like tiny scale figures. Like these are not like 6-inch scale. Most Spawn figures are kind of in like that 6-inch scale. So these are tiny ones. The movie line did have 6-inch figures as well, but they did like these like 3 little playset lines which came with like tiny figures, and honestly I think it's cute as all get out. This is of course Spawn right here. Hold on. Had the NYX spooky blue lighting. It was really cool, but I kind of can't really see anything. So he has these little chains. I thought these were going to be like posable, like maybe have wire in them at first. No, they just kind of hang there. Got a little gun. Stick him back in his little arena. This one comes with lots of accessories. I got a little trash can here with a removable lid. I guess these are just things you can kind of use to smash around and create some action scenes. We've got some, look like 2x4s or something. I believe these do kind of fit in his hand if you wanna. They don't stay in very well, so if you're like wanting to like play with these and have Spawn whack the crap out of the Violator, it's probably just gonna fall out. But if you're displaying, look at that. Kind of fits right in there very nicely. But again, you can't really give him a good whack because yeah, it just falls right out there. Is this a tire? Yeah, this is a tire. That's what that is. Do some tire stuff, maybe roll it around. I feel like it's only half a tire. Like I don't think they were really dedicated to the whole having a tire part of this thing. Got the Violator over here. One thing you might notice about these figures is compared to like maybe more contemporary action figures, they're not quite as articulated as some other stuff. I keep thinking that there should be like posability in his wrists, but there's not, so those just kind of have to stay like that. Overall, this is still more articulation than your typical figure from McFarlane Toys. They're kind of known for, I guess what you call a staction figure, which is an action figure that has little to no articulation, and it's pretty strictly meant to be a display piece. They got a lot of flack for that after a while, so more recent McFarlane Toys to have more articulation. It never bothered me that much, but I don't know, I guess my priorities are just in different places or whatever. The Violator sticks to the stand with these little pegs. This one is really good for like displaying, honestly. It just looks really nice. But as far as play is concerned, it's more just kind of eh. I mean, if you're a kid and you have a decent imagination, then this is a world of fun. But if we're just talking about super rad play features, kind of limited on this one. Let me see what I can do here. You're supposed to be able to hook Spawn onto this little hook thing over there, and I think you close these up. I think you're supposed to like swing this around, and then I think he's supposed to smash through the wall. Maybe you're not supposed to do that, because yeah, it just yeah, no matter how I do it, the math isn't adding up. Okay, so maybe that's not the case then. Either way, you can still have characters. The amazing instruction sheets basically said you just can smash the Violator through here, but he doesn't really fit through there, so that's interesting. It did say, even though what I was trying to do wasn't working out, you can somehow attach Spawn to this hook thing, and then he can swing through. There we go. So now you can get some cartoonish George of the Jungle smacks into a wall action. Also, the instructions also said you can have him, I guess, slip through here. Okay, well, I mean, technically that did work. I guess there's not a lot that can go wrong there. I love the detail, all the graffiti. Got some real edgelord stuff going on here. Die, keep out. I don't think there's a lot more to say here. This is a pretty cool one. Doesn't do a whole lot, but again, like if you gave this to me as a kid, I would love it. This would just be so much fun. And as a display piece, I think it has a lot to offer. I'm almost debating if I should like get rid of this still or not, because it does look super cool, but also I don't have room for all this crap. So yeah. And while we're still here, can we just like appreciate this artwork going on here? Not really artwork, but just the graphic design for the back of this box. Here's the front of the box. It's boring and stupid. But here's the back part. That's the set we just looked at. Here's the Graveyard set. I used to have this one. And this was the first time I ever saw Spawn. I saw this at a yard sale when I was very young. It was incomplete, but this, just the Violator coming out of the wall, just scared the crap out of me. Just because, like, what the heck is that? Down here, these are the 6-inch figures in the line. I had the Clown at one point. Then we have these two kind of larger scale ones, the Violator and Malbolgia. I had both of those at one point as well. And just the Malbolgia action figure, very sadly, looks a lot cooler than the one in the movie. They had like the worst bottom of the crap barrel CGI for that thing. Then they're promoting some of their other products. This is from the Spawn manga line. I guess, anime-ish inspired versions of Spawn characters. I'll let you be the judge on how on point that is. I don't really know. Total chaos. I had this guy, this poacher, kind of like a predator knockoff. It's like a alien hunter thing. It's a really cool figure. This was not based on a comic book, I believe. This was just like original concepts by the toy company. Then we got some McFarlane monsters. These were kind of like McFarlane's take on classic Universal kind of characters. I had one of these as well at one point. It was the Phantom of the Opera. Battery's about to die, so I'm gonna stop talking about this piece of cardboard. So that was a look at the Spawn Alley playset. If not the same day that I post this video, then maybe like the day after. I'm not sure how I want to do this yet. I'm going to be posting my 50 sub special Q&A video. As of recording, I have enough questions that I think I can just go ahead and do it. Oh my god. So yeah, I'll see you later.